Good evening, teacher. So today we're gonna talk about gender theory. Gender theory is an interdisciplinary academic field devoted to analyze gender identity and gender representation, and it includes women's studies and mixed studies and keyword studies also. This is important because it opens up how to understand women and men. In this case, males fight wars and run states, whereas females are basically irrelevant to international relations. So basically, it says that males are the ones who fight, and women can't do that. Masculinity is suitable to public and political spaces, whereas femininity is associated with the sphere of the private and domestic. This can be with the things that we already know. The masculinity of realism. This view rests on a psychological theory that boys and girls grow up from a young age with different views of separateness and connections. This can explain something that boys and girls grow up, let's say, that the same, but with different thinkings, let's say. In moral reasoning, according to this theory, the masculinity of realism, boys tend to apply abstract rules and stress individual rights, but girls pay more attention to concrete context on different situations and to the responsibility of group members for each other. This means that boys are uh, the ones that apply abstract rules and they do less effort. And girls tend to pay more attention to do it in detail, let's say.
So then we're going to move on to the gender in War and Peace. Are you going to continue, Malu, or should I proceed?
Sure.
So as we have one of the, let's say, highlights in this subtopic is that in this view, men are inherently the more warlike gender and women the more peaceful. And this is something that we can see, let's say, in our daily basis, right? The difference, feminists find much evidence to support the idea of war as a masculine pursuit. And we gotta say that feminists in recent decades have continued to organize women's peace organizations. That's the reason why nowadays we have so many, let's say, groups that we can join. Next. So women in international relations. We can say that liberal feminists focus on the integration of women into the overwhelming male preserves of foreign policy, making, and the military. We gotta say that liberal feminists also believe that women soldiers, like women politicians, have a range of skills and abilities comparable to men's. So as we have been saying, this means that we all are the same. So now we can move on to the difference feminist versus liberal feminists. And of course, there is a, let's say we can find some differences between those. When we are saying feminists, it means that they argue that realism reflects a masculine perception of social relations, whereas liberal feminists think that women can be just as realistic as men. On the other hand, liberal feminists believe that female participation in foreign policy and the military will enhance state capabilities, but different feminists think women unique abilities can be put together using transforming feminism, the entire system of international relations, rather than in trying to play men's game.